Other exciting things for the future for the Tigers is they had the number 3 overall pick in this year's MLB draft. I don't know if you paid a whole lot of attention to that. I know the Cubs were middle of the first round. I think the Sox were like the 16th pick.
Yeah, they were like right behind the Cubs, I think. Again,
Yeah, they were right
couple
around each other.
behind. Yeah,
It's hard to I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to the major league of the baseball draft just because we hardly ever see those players. I just go based on what other pundits are saying, do a little bit of research here and there. The only reason I pay attention now because the Tigers are always at the top of the draft. I certainly paid attention a
right.
couple of years ago when they drafted Spencer Torkelson 1-1. This year they had the number 3 pick, and the bit of research I did on it was I was hoping LSU outfielder Dylan Cruz would fall to them somehow, and it almost looked like he would, as he was supposed to go 1-1 to the Pirates, but they actually went with an LSU pitcher instead. So for a moment, I thought he might drop, but actually the Nationals picked him up. So that led to the interesting decision that Scott Harris had whether he would go with the consensus Wyatt Langford from Florida, and or if he would go with a high school player. And I'm a proponent of going for the college player just because there's a larger track record, larger sample size. There's less development to do potentially, just being older, um, a little bit closer to the major leagues, just in terms of years. But that is not the route that Scott Harris decided to go into. He actually drafted Max Clark, who of course I knew nothing about, but in my subsequent research, he was uh, essentially called the only real 5-tool player in the draft, which
Huh.
was pretty high praise. He's got all of them, I guess. Not quite the power that Dylan Cruz is showing, but he's got everything else. It's a crapshoot with a high school player. But many pundits said if this was any other draft without those 2 LSU players at the top, he would have gone 1-1. So that's encouraging at least. Uh, Again, I don't think anybody knows. I think the MLB draft is a bigger crapshoot than any other draft there is. So even the experts get it wrong
Right.
most of the time. So I guess it's time to sit back and see how things go. It's encouraging that they have a number 3 pick. I think they're going to have another high pick next year, unfortunately. Although we do have the draft lottery now, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out. So just wanted to throw that in there. Another little bit of excitement for the future for the Tigers. Another top prospect possibly coming through the ranks.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Word Hole Media.